Hello, it's Don with Sonoran Mystic Tarot, and this is your weekly reading for the sign of Pisces and for the week of the August 23rd through the 29th. Pisces, again, this is August 23rd through 29th. I'm an intuitive reader. My name is Don. Therefore, as I do the readings, if the cards tell me one thing and Spirit says another, I tell you what Spirit says. That's the important thing to go with. Generally speaking, Spirit seems to get it right. That's a good thing. Absolutely. Again, if this is your first trip, well, welcome. We appreciate you stopping by, and hopefully you'll find your way back many times. If this is a repeat visit, which many of them are, then I appreciate that even more. Come on back over and over again. Love it, love it, love it. The more you guys like, share, subscribe, follow, and comment, the more it encourages all of us to do our stuff. And there's so many of us online ready to help and give you guidance. So with that said, Pisces, let's take a peek at what the week ahead has in store for you. Spirit, tell us what Pisces is going to, oh my goodness, a decision around money, or something about money. The Hierophant, stay within your limits. Don't go too far outside of what is the norm for you. We have the Giving card. Don't forget to give back a little bit. We have the Magician. You can make things happen. You can make magic happen. You can make things happen even when you believe you cannot. We have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, be careful not to rush in, because again, when you see the Knight of Swords, that's somebody rushing in with their head. They don't use their head. They're using their emotions. They're using whatever. They need to use their logic. They're not. I see a planning here. Something planning about business, project, work, some kind of opportunity. You persevered, coming over something, and look, you've risen above it. So that's what each card means individually. Let's put it all together and see what Spirit has for us. Again, this week you'll be facing a decision of balance. Again, trying to find the balance between, it could be decision or balance. Let's see what the rest of the cards have to say. But again, it looks like you're facing a decision. You want to make sure you don't rush into this decision. Again, this is rushing in without thinking so much. This is not, generally speaking, who you are, Pisces. Sometimes you can be, but this isn't, generally speaking, who you are. You're planning, which makes sense. Again, you're planning. Stay within what seems to be the normal boundaries. Be careful with trying to go too far out. You want to stay within. So again, whatever this decision is, again, it's a decision. It's a financial decision, by the way, again, with the Pentacles. So you're looking at a financial decision. You're looking at which way to go, what do I do? Again, planning. Don't rush in. Looks like maybe a gift. You're planning on doing a gift or giving a gift. Maybe you're thinking about, your will, your last will and testament. You could be looking at gifting to somebody for something else. Maybe buying somebody a large gift, something nice. Again, it's interesting here because you have the Magician. So again, if you're worried about what the gift could be, don't worry. You have the creative ability. You can make things happen. You'll find what you want. Again, you'll find the gift, the right gift. As I look down here, I'm seeing again perseverance. So you kept pushing forward. You kept trying to think, what is the right thing to do? What is the right thing? And you're going to find it. Again, this is the rising above and so forth. So this is rising above. As I look at these cards, I'm also drawn to a different kind of conclusion here. And as I look at this deck, at this spread, again, it's calling out money, and logic. It's telling me that there's a problem here. Sometimes you're too giving. That's the other way I'm reading this, is that you juggle because you love to give, you love to help people, you give without thinking about it. You just give. And the problem is sometimes you give too much, okay? And you've been fortunate because, again, when you give, you get back, okay? So you give. But the problem is sometimes you give too much and you give too freely, you give too willingly, and sometimes people take advantage of it. Now you've done well. Again, you've made the money. You're doing okay. Sometimes you get a little tight you get a little pinch too tight, again, because you're too giving. And sometimes it's not just money, by the way. Sometimes it's giving of yourself. It's giving of your opportunities. It's giving of your time. Sometimes you give, again, you're very involved in the community. You're doing things. You're giving a lot of yourself. And sometimes you can be spreading it too thin. And that's what the perseverance is here. And it's a warning that be careful about overextending. there is indeed a time to give, and there is indeed a time to pay back for the many, many blessings you have. And you don't mind that. Again, you even plan it out. You think it out. You're very clear about that. But at the same time, you have to make sure that you have self-care, because without self-care, you wind up in a situation where then you're overextended. The King of Pentacles is saying you're financially stable, but again, this is the strife. This is, again, you're kind of overextending again. You have to be very careful. Again, if this is a gift you're talking about, if you're looking at giving a gift, then be careful. Don't do anything rash. Don't do anything too drastic. Be patient. Be patient. The answer will come to you. Find a balance. Find a balance within that gift. A balance that will give them the feeling that they were treated well, but also not that you're overly generous. That's one of the things you need to be careful with. Again, if this is in reference to giving of yourself and giving too much, then you're okay with what you have and money-wise. But be careful that you don't overextend too much, again, and give so much of yourself that you have no energy left. You have to find that balance between what is enough to give, of your time, of yourself, of your reputation, of whatever that you can do. Find that balance. That balance is important. Again, it's emotionally fulfilling. Both readings are emotionally fulfilling. And again, they bring back money. But again, you have to change your way of thinking. There has to be a new way of thinking about this. There has to be a new way of facing the situation when it comes to giving of yourself, of your money, of your talents, of working with the community. You got to think of a better way. When it comes to the gift that you're thinking about here, and again, within that first reading, if you're thinking about the gift there, then it's telling me that, again, think outside the box. Think of something that you haven't given before, something that is totally different than anything you've done before. And sometimes that can also lead to the second. The first can lead to the second. It's interesting because, again, you could be thinking about the gift you want to give, and the gift you want to give could be of your time and of yourself. Just make sure if you commit to doing something, like say you're going to take them on a trip, or you're going to I don't know, you're going to do something with them. Make sure that you have the time to do it. Make sure you take the time to do it, because that's the important thing. You don't want to commit to yourself and not follow through. That would not be good. This is a very strange reading. It's like this is not going to be a major week for you. There's only three major arcana cards here. So again, nothing major here. This is just one of those kind of quiet weeks where there's not a lot going on. Again, think about it. One opportunity, one way to read this is there's a gift that needs to be given. Take your time, find the right gift. Find the right gift. You're going to find it. You'll know what it is when you see it. Take your time, be patient. And again, it's going to, be patient. It's going to work out. Don't worry about the money. The money's going to be fine. Don't overspend, though, because that's what we have here at Perseverance. And make sure you plan for it. Again, don't just get any gift. That's this gift. That's rash. If you're looking at the second one, again, giving of your time, find the balance. Make sure you're giving enough time, but not too much. Make sure you're giving enough money, but not too much. Make sure you're giving enough of whatever you can give them, but not too much. Find that balance. Again, giving is a good thing. This is the giving card. It's always a good thing. But make sure that you planned it properly, and that as you give of yourself, you rest and you don't overwork yourself, and you wind up, again, drained and tired. Because ultimately you want to be feeling wonderful about giving and helping people. You want to make sure that you're feeling good about it, that you have the money to do it, and most importantly, that you're creating change. You're creating change in their lives. This is a wonderful thing. That's the reading, Pisces. I'm curious to see how this resonates with you. Apparently this is a decision that's really been working on you, has been pressing down upon you, has been working on your nerves, has been working in your head, and it has you a bit perplexed. Otherwise, the energy wouldn't be here. So drop me an email. Let me know how this resonates with you. The email is advice@sonoranmystic.com. Again, advice@sonoranmystic.com. And I will see you next week, actually, for another reading. And next week's readings will also come along with a monthly reading, because we're almost in September. Can you believe it? Almost in September. So take care, Pisces. Have a good evening. Have a good week. Bye-bye.